Yeah, oh, tell him. This is why Dino is my best friend, because he can do this, and I get to do this, alright? Yeah, I'm on the Labtv, I'm floating free, I'm serious. What's the crack? You're watching the Labtv. I'm Bubba Shakespeare. I'm here with Beansy Dean. He's a decent fiend from the Urban Hippies. Yes, and from life as well.
What's the crack, bud?
How are you?
I'm good. I'm just fresh out the shower, like, so.
Fresh out the shower? You didn't even invite me in. Right. Well, I'd have been clean if you asked me to. Alright, so for the people who don't know, right, Dean has swallowed a drum kit and he consistently makes the sound of a drum kit. So give us an example of what you can do.
Okay.
Alright, it's class to have a beatboxer as your best friend, because this is what you can do. He drops the beats and I can drop the rhymes. We'll do it off freestyle, alright. Yeah, it's Bubba Shakes on the Labtv, sitting outside here with Beansy Dean. Oh, he's rocking it out, what a decent fiend. And I can tell you reality is a dream. And I'll be rapping when he's dropping those beats. And we're out here sitting on this decent seat, rock it. And I'll be tapping my feet to every damn cymbal and sound and beat, It's not discreet, cause you know that it's decent. In Cork City, we're well able. And I'll be rapping and everybody clapping. And you know you can do what, and I say what's happening. Yeah, tell him. So, Dino, I want to ask you, when did you start beatboxing? When did you discover you could do it?
Ooh. A long time ago, to be honest with you. Probably early stages of my life, probably about 7 or 8, I think.
What?
Basically, what happened was, it's a funny story.
A full of energy, Dino.
I was a little ADHD baby, and I was running around basically just making stupid noises, trying to annoy my mum. And I was like, I used to do this sound like or something like that. Like I don't know how to even explain it. But like, eventually I started making that noise into a kick drum, like just like. And I started listening to the radio because like I have like a musical background. Like my granddad is my granddad, my dad, and my mom like were all big into music. Like so, I was kind of always surrounded by it, hip hop in general, like a lot. And eventually, I just started picking up different things like hi hats, snares, and I just started putting it together.
Did you put them back after you picked them up?
I did not. I fucking left them in my mouth.
You swallowed them.
I swallowed them,
He swallowed them whole, so and now he can reproduce that stuff on stage, and he's decent. Yeah. And I can tell you firsthand as well, his energy is class when he's on stage.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I don't think I'm the best beatboxer in the world, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a good beatboxer. I could be more advanced, there's more people advanced out there. I definitely have a sick rhythm, that's one thing I have, and my energy is out of this world.
But the difference with you as well though is you can do a 2-hour set without losing your breath.
Oh yeah, of course I can.
You never
got
miss
the
a
lungs
beat,
of an ox, babe.
You never miss a beat. This guy could go out 6 days in a row, drink about 100 pints a night, smoke 100 fags, and then come up the next day and do a 2-hour set.
That's me. Even though I'm probably sweating my balls off doing that.
After going to work as well. So hip hop is a big influence in your life, obviously.
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah.
How so?
I suppose like when I was in the buggy, I was listening to, my dad was playing things like House of Pain, he was playing Tupac, Biggie, a lot of like trip hop, a lot of like drum and bass, garage stuff. My mom was huge into house, and my granddad would have been huge into like folk and Irish and oldies and stuff like that, like, you know, so it's, music in general like is a huge influence on me.
I always think you always have good things to say about hip hop though.
Of course I do, like hip hop is the best thing in the world for me. Like if I didn't have hip hop, I'm not gonna lie to you, I probably wouldn't be here. Like,
well, I actually meant as in like your actual ideas about hip hop are good.
My ideas, what do you mean
like
in that sense?
Your philosophies on hip hop and your understandings of hip hop artists. Like.
Yeah, well, it comes from stories. Like it's storytelling. Like at the end of the day, like, you know, so like if you have a story to tell, people want to hear it. Like it's simple as.
Who is your favorite beatboxer?
My favorite beatboxer is Dougie Fresh, but he's the original fucking beatbox king. Like there's nobody better than him. There's never gonna be anybody better than him. He started it. Probably my favorite recent beatboxer would be Beardy Man, because what he does, it's just insane. Like he can go to a crowd full with like 50,000 people and start to rave. Like who the fuck can do that with just his mouth? Like, you know what I mean?
Well, like he does his shows live on the spot from crowd suggestions.
Yeah, he makes all his songs, like any of the songs that get his album, it's all live that he actually performed, and he just recreates it then afterwards.
It's unreal, isn't it?
It's out of this world, man. Fair play to Beardy Man, shout out to him.
Do you think you'd like to do something like that?
Yeah, definitely. I've been looking into it. Like, you know, I've always wanted to do something with a chaos pad and like loop stuff. Obviously it's not cheap. Probably why I'm not doing it at the moment, but I will eventually. I can promise you that.
That'd be class. I'd say you'd be unreal at that now, to be fair.
It would be savage, man.
What is your currently who's your favourite rapper at the moment?
You know what I'm gonna say. Do you know what? Actually, I was gonna say Kendrick Lamar, but Isaiah Rashad is actually my favourite rapper at the moment. He's another rapper off Top Dog's label, the same label as Kendrick. He just dropped an album there a couple of days ago. So sweet, man.
Did he pick it up and get it back?
He picked it up and got it back. Yeah.
Such an easy job to make, wasn't it? Why did you like this fiend though?
It's just the storytelling, the way he projects his lyrics. Like, you know, to me, like, I think the human voice is the greatest instrument of all time. Like, that's how music started as well. Like, you know, people humming. Like, you see Kanye West uses it so well. Like, if you actually listen to a Kanye song, like, you can hear how much he layers. You can see how much he actually layers stuff. Like, and it's actually savage. Like, you know,
your brain is decent, boy.
I like to think so. I like to think I'm ahead of my time, man.
Well ahead, I tell ya.
I am a god.
So what is this guy's voice? This rap? What's his name again?
Isaiah Rashad.
What is it about him you like?
His flow, his lyrics. He tells stories, like, but like he's not bullshitting. Like, you know what I mean? There's no bullshit about his music. Like, he's telling everyday stuff. Like, and it's not like a negative message that he's sending across. Like, you know what I mean? He's basically telling people where he's coming from, and he's trying to stay where he's at now in his life, where he's advancing to. You know, so it's pretty cool. Like,
so you think it's important for music in general or hip hop for you need to be able to relate to the person's journey?
Yeah, of course I can. Like, another rapper I relate to, as I said, would be Kendrick Lamar, and like,
how so?
Man, he's just so real. Like, you know what I mean? There is no bullshit. Like, and that's the main thing. Like the song "Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe." Like, you know, it's just straight up. Like, you have something to say it. Like, don't say it in a nice way. Say it in whatever way you want to say it. Like, it's simple as that. Don't give two shits what people say about you. Do it the way you want. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Tell your truth. Follow your truth. It's true.
I don't be afraid to say your truth.
I think, as he says, like, the three most important things to him in life are heart, honor, and respect. I follow that philosophy as well, like, you know what I mean?
That's class, man. That's class.
Yeah, it's savage.
It's alright. We've established that you swallowed a drum kit.
Yeah.
That you're clean because you just had a shower.
Oh, I'm fresh to death. Always Fresh Prince, baby.
That you've got the lungs of someone who has good lungs.
I do.
And that hip hop is your love.
Hip hop is definitely one of my loves.
Kendrick Lamar and the other fiend are your favourite rappers.
Yeah.
I can't remember the other fiend's name.
Yeah, well, I have way more favourite rappers. I could sit here and talk about rappers for 20 years, like, but
now I want to ask you about you.
Yeah.
So tell me about your journey of from the first day you stepped on stage performing to your current day.
First day I stepped on stage, I was like 14, man. It was White Street Car Park, graffiti jam going on there. And I remember fucking shaking, but I was trembling. Like, I was doing only a beatbox for like fucking Lloyd, Gary, GMC, fucking who else was there? Smurf and JCB. And I just remember, like, after I finished, man, the relief, like, and the energy I'd released from my body was just insane. Like, I felt so good after it, like, you know.
So were you nervous beforehand?
I was fucking shaking, but I had this bottle of water. I just remember being like,
you nervous journey?
A little bit, but as I went through with it, like, I progressed, like, I got better.
Can you remember then, whenever you were going to do a gig, can you remember a time when you stopped being nervous?
No, man, every day when I'm going to play a gig, I'm nervous. I'm confident now, that's the thing. Like, I know, like, before a gig, I'm nervous. The first song after, I feel the crowd react. Crowd always does react to us, like, you know yourself. Once the crowd reacts, I feel grand. Like, I feel like I'm a part of that room straight away. So that's how I feel. I feel like I filled the room.
So where do you think nerves come from?
I don't know, man. Having to be the best. You know, wanting to always be the best, wanting to always be 100%, 150%.
So would you be safe to say if someone is afraid that they're not going to achieve what they're trying to achieve, that's where nerves come from?
Yeah, definitely.
You feel uncomfortable with the idea of what you're trying to achieve?
100%.
So you're pretty much then after the first song you've realised I'm going to achieve what I need to achieve, so
I'm already achieving what I want to achieve. Like, that's what I realised after the first song. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's class.
So
any advice, right, to any young beatboxers out there or young performers out there that would be a little bit shy about going up on stage and would actually not do it because they're afraid?
Just be yourself. Like, every single performance is a lesson. The more you perform, the better you get, the less stressed you'll be, the more confidence you'll have, the more people you'll connect with. You know, there's no more to it. Like, it's just yourself. Be yourself. It's the main thing.
Tell me about the last time you done a bad gig and what you thought about it.
A bad gig. I can't recall, man. There's been so many good gigs over the last year for me. I can't remember the last time what a bad gig was.
That's class.
Yeah. If I did have a bad gig, like we had bad gigs in the past. Like I remember the worst gig I ever had is when we played in the Oliver Plunkett.
Yeah, it still hurts me.
We played in the Oliver Plunkett. Everybody fucking left. But yeah, there was this one couple that stayed there anyway, like, and they were getting married like the next week, and they loved it and shit. So there was still a positive to
Oliver
take from
Plunkett
that.
as well. I still want to conquer you. I want to conquer that stage and that audience because I've never done a gig before.
Oh, like come see us and sue us on a Wednesday night, like, and you will be like, what have we been doing, like, you know?
It's the only place I see as a challenge I need to achieve. Oh yes. So if anyone from the Oliver Plunkett is watching this, give us another chance to show you how better we've become. I understand why it didn't work that night. I get it, and I've learned from it, and I'm going to come back stronger, more positive. And with Dino's energy to back it up, you cannot.
And we have a new guitar player, yay!
It'd be sick.
He's way better.
No, I wouldn't say that. No,
I'm not gonna say he's way better, but he suits us better, definitely.
I wouldn't say that either.
Yeah.
No, they're different energies, but they both work, I think. Imagine if the two of them were in it together.
Yeah, it'd be savage, man.
That'd be super
Nick playing
cool,
bass,
Wouldn't that be
Padraig
class?
playing guitar.
That'd be unbelievable.
Be crazy.
Got much love for Dougie, man.
I love Dougie,
He's
man.
a genius.
Shouts out to him doing his thing in Bristol.
Dougie is a genius, and Nicholas is a genius.
Yeah.
You cannot say that they're two.
They're both legends, like.
They're absolutely.
And
class.
shouts out to Rory as well, who played with us for a while. We had a really jazzy thing going on while he played with us.
He's also
cool.
a genius, but the only thing about Rory is that he's got his own thing going on.
Yeah, exactly.
He
Yeah.
needs to be free to be Rory. Like, you know, I wouldn't want to hold anyone back from being themselves. Like,
Yeah, man.
you know, especially when I'm egotistical as fuck. Dino,
What's the crack?
what's your final thoughts for the audience?
Just be yourself. Do your thing. Never give up. Learn something new every day. Drink cans.
Moderately,
Have a laugh.
all the time.
And just be positive, be class. And shouts out to Labtv. Shouts out to the bandana. Shouts out to Bubba Shakespeare. Shouts out to Nicholas.
Story.
Shouts out to the universe, because there's so much love here, and that's what we should be filling the universe
Yeah,
with.
shout out to the universe. Thank
You
you. Thank you very much for existing.
I don't care about anything. I don't care about skin color, race. Race isn't a thing. There's only one race. That's the human race.
I was just gonna say
don't
it, man.
care
You took the words
about
right
don't
out
care
of my
about
mouth.
religion, man.
There ain't no gene for bigotry,
We all have
baby.
minds. It's simple as, you know.
Be class, love yourself, love everyone around you. And if you're watching this right now in your house with your family, and if they're downstairs, go down and give them a hug and tell them they're decent and do the dishes for your mother.
Yeah. You can find our band at Bubba Shakespeare Urban Hippies on Facebook. You can check me out on SoundCloud. I have a few beats up there. It's Don Solo is the name. And follow me on Snapchat, Dino95. Follow me on Instagram, Dino95. If you want to personally message me, my name's Dean O'Neill. Check me out on Facebook.
We know who he's talking to right there.
Yeah, you love my curls, girl.
Peace and love, everybody.
Peace and love. Be positive.